No running gags this time. Going to jump right into what we need to talk about. It is currently 17:10 or 5:10 p.m. if you use a 12-hour clock here in Japan, and I just came home from work, looked at YouTube, pulled up YouTube, checked my subscriptions, and I see a video from Cultaholic informing me that Roman Reigns has cancer and has stepped away from WWE, has vacated the WWE Universal Championship, and this is due to a battle with leukemia. He has cancer. And I know I said a few months ago after the Greatest Royal Rumble that I was not going to be covering WWE shows anymore. I'm sticking to that. Um, I said that because I found it unacceptable that WWE got in bed with the Saudi royal family at for the Greatest Royal Rumble, and turns out I've been proven right about that. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about a man who a lot of people hate, and that's not right. Joe, I'm gonna probably mispronounce this. Joe Anoa'i, Anoa apostrophe I, is an incredible athlete. He's a skilled professional wrestler. He is actually very good at this, at what he does. Any hate directed toward the man himself is inappropriate. All hate directed towards the character is completely appropriate. He's been badly written, badly booked, badly described, and sometimes badly acted. Almost from the word go. And none of that matters right now. I always try to draw a distinction between wrestling characters and the people who portray them. That's why I am vehemently opposed to wrestlers using their real names. They should use some kind of a stage name, even if it's just a respelling. I remember after WrestleMania a couple of years ago when Roman Reigns beat The Undertaker, and I showed a friend of mine who doesn't watch wrestling that much, but I wanted to show him what a visceral wrestling reaction looks like, what a hardcore wrestling crowd looks like. And I showed him this. I showed him the match with The Undertaker because he's an Undertaker fan. He's not a wrestling fan, but he likes The Undertaker. And I showed him the reaction on Raw the next night where the whole crowd was just chanting, "Fuck you, Roman," clap, 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 "Fuck you, Roman." I think they did it as a canon round at one point. And my friend said, "I think that's a little over the line, don't you?" And I said, "No, it isn't. Because they're saying, 'Fuck you, Roman.' If they were saying, 'Fuck you, Joe,' or 'Fuck you, Joseph,' that would be over the line, absolutely. The man and the character are different. And I have some experience with this. I've never had cancer, but both of my parents, my stepmother, who I consider to be my mother, um, all of my grandparents, as far as I know, my maternal grandmother died before I was born, but basically my entire family has been eliminated from the face of this planet by cancer, including lung cancer, esophageal cancer, and leukemia. The technology has gotten so much better in just the last couple of years that there is hope. This is not immediate death. This is not a death sentence for Roman Reigns. There is no cure for cancer, but the treatments that we have gotten so much better. Will he ever wrestle again? I genuinely don't know. And my internal pessimist, realist, pragmatist says no. He's made his money. I hope he has saved it well. I hope he realizes what he's about to go through, that he's going to be spending a lot of the money he made in WWE to keep himself alive, and to care for, according to Wikipedia, his 3 children. He is a family man. He is married. He has 3 children, apparently. And he's younger than I am. He is only 33 years old. He is just less than a year younger than I. And for this to happen to somebody so young is just wrong. If there were any justice in the universe, this wouldn't happen. So, despite all the negative crap that I've said about Roman Reigns, the character, despite everything I have said and maintain about WWE, this hasn't changed my position on WWE in the slightest. But to the man, to Joseph Anoa'i, good luck. And you know what? Thank you, Roman. And now I have to address the elephant in the room. Something that we don't want to. When it's something like this, when it's something like cancer, when it's something like fucking cancer, we don't want to think. We don't want to entertain even the shadow of a possibility that this is a work. That WWE, Vince McMahon specifically, is so desperate to get Roman over as a babyface that he came up with a story. Let's give him cancer, take him off TV for a while, have him come back and say, I'm in remission, and that will make people cheer him. I don't believe that's the case. I don't want to allow myself to believe that's the case, but we all understand everyone who's listening to this understands the wrestling business, at least to the degree that it's a minuscule chance, but it's there. This could be a work. And if it is, fuck WWE, fuck the McMahon family, forever. I really hope I really hope they haven't done that. And I really hope that Mr. Anoa'i gets over this. I hope he comes past this. I hope he comes back. I hope he wins the title again. But if this turns out to be a work, not only will I never watch WWE again, I will actively do whatever is in my minuscule amount of power to stop others from watching this, to convince them not to watch this. Good luck, Roman Reigns, and thank you.